Good evening, listeners. I'm Byron Bertram.
And I'm Penaluna.
And on today's episode,
Germany gets drunk on guilt and offers to take in 800,000 Syrian refugees.
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young broads in a schoolyard. Well, let me tell a joke.
I wanted this to be professional.
I don't gotta listen to this shit.
You certainly don't, pal. Because the good news is...
awesome!
With Byron Bertram and Ivan Penaluna.
All right, so this is big news, obviously, the whole Syrian refugee thing, all the refugees just trying to come to Europe, and there's a big debate about it, obviously. You know, should he be humanitarian, or should he be like, hey, look, man, we can't take in everybody. We don't know who everybody is. We can't let everybody come to our house party, even if you're just, you know, all homeless and destitute. You know, you might steal all my shit and fuck everything up.
Well, yeah, this is the thing, right? Germany this week has behaved like a drunk millionaire at a billionaire's casino. You know, he's like walked in and going, I'll have 800,000 on number 4. And like everybody's going, whoa, what are you doing, Germany, man? That's nearly all your money. Going, I don't care. I want 800,000 on number 4. We'll take 800,000 refugees.
It's like 800,000 is my lucky number.
And it's like, mate, are you thinking about what you're doing? He's going, this is not a time for thinking or straight, sober thought. This is a time for action. And we are going to take 800,000. It might change the demographic of our country forever, but we don't care. It's the right thing to do. Right? And it's like, what the fuck? Somebody get Germany a cab. They've fucking lost it.
But Germany,
send them home.
Germany's been known to make bold decisions when it comes to European policy.
Oh, Byron, brilliant. I can do that, but you can.
Yeah.
Germany has been known to make bold decisions when it comes to the future of European demographics and politics.
Yeah, exactly. Like just last year, the World Cup, that kind of changed things.
No, I don't think anybody's thinking about that right now, are they?
Yeah.
Let's face it.
What about all those cars they made?
I know. So anyway, but in all seriousness, you know, this week has been, I mean, it's been really crowned by the fact that I've been quite scared by what's been going on in social media. I mean, there is absolutely no room for asking sober questions, especially on social media this week. It's like, you know, as tragic as it is, you know, there's a picture of a 2-year-old boy washed up on a beach, and it's fucking horrendous. But people have seen this and they've gone, my God, do you know what we need to do? I was going, I don't know, what do we need to do? We need to open our borders. What, to everybody? Well, we're not going to ask where they're from. We're just going to open our borders and welcome them in. I was going, but hang on a minute. What if there's like migrants who are like just economic migrants and they're not real war refugees? Well, we're not asking questions like that. There's a picture of a dead baby there. Do you have no feelings? Well, no, but these questions need to be asked. You are not fucking asking those questions unless you're a monster. Are you a monster? No, I just think these questions need to be asked. Monster. That's how it's gone on social media.
I mean, the thing is like, you know, refugees, like the Western world is like, you know, been very nice, and you should let a lot of people if they need it, but you got to do background checks. You got to see what's going on. You can't just blindly open your borders and be like, yeah, no, come in, and we feel terrible. Come in.
That's what they're suggesting.
Well, yeah, I mean but the same degree, it's like, hey man, how come it doesn't work the other way around? Like, you know, how come the States doesn't let me in? Why don't they let me in? Hey man, my career, you know, my career, you know, here is in dire straits because I'm in Canada and it's illegal to be famous here.
I love it.
It's illegal to be famous here.
I love the way you bring it around about yourself straight away.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
fucking great.
I'm not, you know me. I'm not that political. I'm just too self-absorbed about myself, right?
You're just a raving narcissist.
Well, absolutely. But at least I'm not a monster.
Yeah, I'm a monster. You're a
monster,
narcissist.
and I'm just a narcissist with feelings.
That's it. You know, asking these questions. It's like, you know, you see these trainloads of people, and you go, those are mostly young, fit-looking men of military age. Don't mean to be funny, but I've got to ask the question: what are fit young men of military age doing escaping a war zone if they're that bothered about it? I mean, I'm not. Don't call me old-fashioned, but in the old days, those people used to go and fight wars against their oppressors. They didn't fucking run away. I'm not being funny, but you know, if your country's been invaded by Islamic terrorists, you know, or you have an issue with the Assad regime, you fucking fight it. You know, predominantly the pictures that you're seeing are of young, healthy-looking men who are escaping to Europe. I'm not even going to start bringing into it the Gulf states who are just basically looking at their feet and whistling whilst all of this is going on.
Yeah, don't give a shit.
I've got laundry to do. They're like, come on, Saudi Arabia, you got to... No, I'm sorry, I just remember, I've got some laundry to do. In fact, I'm going to do my hair tonight. I haven't done it for a little while.
Yeah, just like, sorry, I'm busy. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I totally forgot to respond. I'm Saudi Arabia, and I'm just like, it's been really busy, Syria. Sorry, guys, I can't come in.
That's really like Saudi
Didn't mean to
Arabia.
give you the wrong impression.
That'd be like if Saudi Arabia was lived in Vancouver somewhere.
Yeah.
But which they don't. But that's right. I mean, they're just stood around and no one's going, yep, you know. I mean, what this highlights is it highlights the illusion that all cultures are the same. They're obviously not the same, because if they were all the same, people would be going, shit, let's go to Saudi Arabia. That's a nice place to go. No one wants to go to Saudi Arabia. Everybody's like going, fuck that. I don't want to go to Saudi Arabia. I want to go to Europe, get some benefits.
Well, that's the funny thing about Saudi Arabia or the UAE or like, Kuwait or Qatar, all that. So these rich oil countries is just like, why don't you let in other Muslims that are in dire need? It's just like, no, fuck that.
No, what we do is we export jihadi literature that sows the seeds of extremism and terror. We don't offer brotherly love to fellow Muslims. Oh,
Yeah.
really? No, we don't do that because that's not what we're about. Okay, nice.
Whatever. I just heard key words and you're racist. Anyway, but the thing is too, I mean, in defense of young, fit people fighting their enemies, hey, if I was young, fit guy, would I want to fight my enemies? No, I'd rather just go to Germany and just watch strip shows and watch, women have sex with donkeys.
Okay, fair
it's
enough.
a better quality of life, Ivan.
And also the other thing is, right, they've got all these pictures, they're going like, they've got all these young Syrian people coming in, and you go, hang on a minute, that looks like a 50-year-old Bangladeshi man. Can we see some ID? No, I'm Syrian. Well, how old are you? 12. You don't look like a 12-year-old Syrian boy. Yeah, I am. You look like a 50-year-old Bangladeshi man.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm a 12-year-old Syrian boy. Let me in.
The war's been rough on him, man. He's changed.
I was like, I'm not. I don't mean to be a party pooper, but no, it doesn't make sense. You need to fucking ask these questions. Nope, there's no room for asking questions like that. Only fascists ask questions like that. Really? I thought that was kind of like level-headed, sober. It's a sober thing to do.
You don't say Rana because Germany used to always say, show me your papers.
Oh, that's the best joke of the fucking night.
But now they don't. No papers necessary anymore. They're drunk on guilt.
They're drunk on guilt and they don't even want to see any papers.
Yeah, so no papers. We've seen so many papers. We are very sorry.
Don't show me your papers.
We are just so many papers. It just reminds us of bad times.
Oh, who said there was no laughs in the Syrian crisis?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Anyway.
You know what I hope happens? I mean, for my own personal, I'm a narcissist, I just want there to be a war to break out in somewhere like Sweden. And you got a lot of these just hot, sexy Swedish refugees just dying to get in here.
What, to Canada?
Oh, yeah.
Would you give them a place in your home?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's the other thing, right? People are going, we should give them a place in our homes. I go, really? Okay. Show me your Syrian family you've taken in. Well, no, it's not my job. It's the government's job. Oh, right. It's the government's job to give them a home, not you personally, who are trying to get everybody else to take 800,000.
But if it's a Swedish refugee, then it'd be fine. She was
really
like a hot, sexy
hot.
30-year-old Swedish refugee. Just
with big tits.
Yeah.
And you just be like, okay.
Show him her Allen key. Just be like, great. I feel sorry for
Show
you.
her your Allen key.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm hung like an Allen key. It's
you hung
black,
like
it's
an
skinny,
Allen
and it's
key?
curved.
Well, no, it's
makes no
hexagonal.
sense.
It's got 8 sides.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Anyway, Swedish refugees.
We've been over this. Your penis is an arch, remember?
Oh, yeah,
got a kink in it.
I keep forgetting what my
It's
penis
got a
looks
kink
like.
in it. You've told everybody. All of our 40 listeners
That's
know
true.
that your penis has a kink
If you want to see a picture of my penis for real, email us at thedryshaveshow@gmail.com.
Fuck's sake, you're such a whore.
Yeah.
Go on.
The 10th person who emails me will also get
A signed picture?
a signed picture.
Because you've got it. We came in tonight and you had pictures and biros laid out next to each other.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're a Swedish refugee, email me.
If you're a Swedish... Well, hey, mate. If you're a Swedish refugee escaping
Escaping the slums of Stockholm.
escaping Muslim persecution in your own country, please contact Byron Bertram in Vancouver. He's got a home for you. Listen, the Muslim moved into Stockholm. You have to move out. It's understandable. Contact Byron Bertram.
There you go.
All right?
I'm a humanitarian and I'm horny. But also, I kind of preface it. If you're too fat, I'm sorry. We got no got no room. That's right. I hate fat people. Is this viral yet?
Oh, fuck you, Byron. That was good.
Yeah.
All right. What else have we got?
That's it.
Let's go to the fucking news.
Let's do it, baby.
This is the fucking news.
All right, go. In 5, 4. I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. No, we'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
This is the fucking news.
Fucking thing sucks.
All right, so today in the fucking news, a Mexican man who claims to have the world's longest penis, 19 inches.
Jesus.
Wishes to be registered as disabled as his enormous schlong interferes with normal life tasks such as working or maintaining relationships.
What?
The 52-year-old Roberto... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry, go on, carry on, finish, please.
The 52-year-old man, Roberto Esquivel Cabrera, also claims women won't date him because they're too afraid to have sex with him.
Right, first thing that obviously points out from this story is the man's still working with a 19-inch penis. You don't need to work another day in your life with a 19-inch penis. You can just basically smack girls around the face with that, and you're getting paid from fucking dawn till dusk.
I guess it proves people will whine about anything. Oh, my dick is too big.
But here's the thing, why at the age of 52? Like, was he all of a sudden like, hey, I just found out, senor, my penis too big.
Well, he knows this all along, right?
Yeah, he knows it's all along, like his dick.
Okay, so basically, he's missed his opportunity to get a career in porn.
Well, actually, that's the update to the story. Since he's been in the news, Vivid Entertainment, a porn studio, has offered him an exclusive contract.
Of course they have. They don't care if he's 52. They're not going to put his face in it. All they want is some girl sliding up and down that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Well, they offered the guy with 2 dicks a contract, and he wouldn't take it.
There was a guy with 2 dicks?
You haven't heard about this?
No.
There's a dog with 2 dicks.
There's a guy with 2 dicks, and he lives with a man and a woman. He's bisexual.
He's got 2 dicks.
And
he can do both.
He's put pictures on the internet.
Byron's face.
There's an AMA where it's an Ask Me Anything, and he describes everything about it.
Have you seen pictures of this?
Yes, you can see
Byron
his
needs to see a
dick.
picture
Is there
of
feeling
this.
in both the dicks?
You can look it up. Yeah, there is. He says the right one is better than the left one.
You know what
He goes into it. There's an Ask Me Anything. You can read. He answers all questions, and he shows pictures. He shows several because people don't believe him. But it's 2 dicks, and they're often a Y, like this, like it's a Y.
You know what sucked is if you had 2 dicks and one of them was really big and one of them was really small, but you only had feeling in
They're
the small
both-
one.
Only you would see the downside in this, Byron.
No, so then it'd be like, hey, oh my God. And like the girl's just like, oh God, I want to ride that big dick. And it's
Okay,
like,
okay.
sorry. It's the tiny dick that has all the feeling. You're going to have to ride on this little
Can I
stump.
just say something? Listen, right, okay. I'm not a lady or a gay man, but I reckon this is how you sell it, right? You just say, hey, I've got 2 dicks. One's little, the other one's average size, but guess what I can do? Put them together and put them inside, and you're away.
Yeah. Just
That's what you do, right? You stick both of them in.
What do you
and
just
boom,
like?
you're away.
Do you just like use elastic tape to like keep them together?
No, you just use the natural, the force that exists in the vagina.
I can't wait till we hit the point in the future where you can just go to the doctor and get a second dick.
Imagine
Well, okay, there's a phrase in Britain saying like a dog with 2 dicks. What's he like? He's like a dog with 2 dicks. He's so happy. It's like he's got 2 dicks. He's running around. He doesn't know what to do with himself. He's got 2 dicks. All of a sudden, he's a dog.
Imagine
that's the phrase in Britain. What's he like? He's as happy as a dog with 2 dicks.
Imagine trying to stick 2 dicks in a condom. You'd be like, oh, that sucks.
No, you wouldn't bother. You just go bareback because you say, hey, I'm getting paid for this shit.
Yeah.
2 dicks.
I want a dick with 2 other small dicks on either side of it.
Yeah, they're called balls.
Like Raphael's sigh, you know?
Right. What if it was like he had a sexually transmitted disease, but only in one of the dicks?
Oh, fucking hell, Byron.
So
Only
it'd
you
be
can
like
think
left
of that.
one.
So it would just be like, so a girl's like just jumping on and you're just playing like roulette with your pussy?
You don't want chlamydia. It's on the left one. What about, wasn't there the chick that has 2 vaginas? Well, maybe we should get together and date.
Well, one of them's an asshole.
Byron, boom.
You know what's actually ironic? I had this really bad dream. It was years ago, and in this dream, like you know how you just got a weird dream state. My weird dream state was
that you were sucking 2 dicks.
No, I only had 2 dicks.
Oh, you only?
No,
you only
apparently
had.
in my world, in my dream state world, everybody had 3 dicks, and all of a sudden I started.
An anxiety dream.
It is an anxiety dream, and I was just like freaking out because I was missing a dick, and then I was half awake and I feel I was like, oh my God, I only got 1 dick now. But that was like half awake. But then I was like, oh, just like oh, that's normal. But it's tiny. Oh, no, that's normal too.
This is Byron's anxiety in a world where he has 2 dicks.
In a world where you only have 2 dicks and everybody has 3.
That's
A
brilliant.
distant land.
That man's an idiot. How about that?
Which man?
That man in that fucking story is an idiot.
Is it 19 inches erect or flaccid?
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing.
Byron, come on. He's going to die of blood loss if it's flaccid.
It's 18.5. I rounded it up, but apparently he's not being recognized. The largest penis in the world is supposedly by Jonah Falcon with 13.5. That's supposedly the world's largest dick. This man says he has about 19 inches.
He's probably measuring from the asshole. He's cheating.
Yeah, I'm about 17 as well.
Well, from the asshole. Yeah. You guys measure from the asshole. You guys are fucking sad motherfuckers.
Yeah, cheating.
No, apparently it's mostly skin.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, we've only...
It's like a half blown up like long
he goes
balloon.
like that. And he pulls it and he goes like that and he stretches it out. Well, that's not a measurement.
Yeah, it's like an elephant's tusk there.
No.
An elephant's nose.
So it's like I'm uncircumcised. So if I just like yank my foreskin as far as I can, am I able to get disability?
No, you can just measure it and then say you've got a 10-inch penis.
Yeah, and just be like, my dick is too big. Look how far I can stretch out my foreskin. Give me some money.
And then
Thanks.
all you need is some girl after a show to come back and go, that dick isn't too big.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Just to reassure you that you're normal.
If any girls are worried about the size of my penis, I just want to let you know it's not too big.
Okay.
It's just right. It's like porridge.
Because there's an army of women out there who are so worried about the size of your penis that they were going to have sex with you, but they're worried, so they're not until they hear otherwise.
They've just been so freaking out because they just been, man, that guy's really confident. He's really funny. He's probably got a huge dick. I don't know if I could deal with it.
I don't know if I could deal with that.
Yeah.
I need to hear from him that it's normal.
Yeah, but I need to hear from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, we better leave this alone because this could go on forever and ever. Can we just get on to the next story?
Didn't we have a tie-in with your next story?
Oh, yeah, cucumbers. Okay, so this is a story from Mexico as well.
Yeah.
It's Mexican killer cucumbers. This was in the Telegraph. Basically, there was a batch of cucumbers come from Mexico, sold in the US, not in Canada. And basically, they've got salmonella in them. And so they're basically being called the killer cucumbers because they've killed 2 people.
Jesus.
But the company that produced them have said, listen, your chances of catching salmonella from it are reduced if you just use the cucumber orally. If you're going to use it vaginally, then your chance of contracting salmonella are much higher. So they're suggesting that people, men and women, of course, because both can be susceptible to using the cucumber, don't use the cucumber up the ass or up the vagina until this plague has passed.
Well, if you are going to use it, leave the plastic on it.
Leave the plastic on it and use some lube.
Yeah.
It has a built-in condom.
Do you keep the sticker on too, or what?
What about if you peel it? Is that going to be? Is that going to lessen the effect if you peel it? I don't know. It might break off inside. You have to go to hospital.
I prefer butternut squash as opposed to a cucumber.
What, up your ass?
Yeah.
Yeah. What, in just like the soup?
Can you imagine?
Do you just pour the soup in your asshole?
Yeah. That's it's sweet and tangy.
Just put it like a funnel. Just do a handstand. Put a funnel in your ass.
A bit of fresh
pour it in.
Funnel. It's amazing what people really like behind closed doors. But Matt likes to be turned upside down, funnel up the ass, fucking a quart of butternut squash.
Speaking of closed doors,
pour down his ass.
Yeah. Speaking of closed doors,
though, I don't like stew. I don't want any bisque.
No,
nothing.
Chef Boyardee.
No.
Just ravioli trying to get
squash. It's proper. It's clean.
Speaking of closed doors, I ain't gonna stop my asshole from opening up for butternut squash soup.
What else we got?
Clam chowder on Christmas.
Okay.
Pornhub has been getting. Oh my god!
These stories are way too political.
I know. All right, the next one here. Pornhub has been getting press after recently offering a $25,000 college scholarship. Entrants must submit a 1,000-word essay along with a video explaining why they feel they deserve the $25K.
It wasn't the essay. I was going, an essay? Why? No, it's the film we want to see. We want a film.
The scholarship is administered through Pornhub Cares.
Do you know what? Pornhub might do a lot of things, but care is not one of the things I associated with them.
So, like, if some guy just submitted a video, let's just say, like some random 52-year-old man with a 19-inch dick, would they just be like, "Hey, we forgot to read your essay. You're hired. Here's your scholarship."
Yeah, no, because he sends a video. I've got a 19-inch dick, but I'm sorry, I forgot to write the essay. Have I still got a chance?
They just be like, "Hey, you're just like you fucked up some punctuation. You know what? I don't care if you got a 19-inch dick."
Brilliant. An essay. You have to write an essay. I mean, you know what? I'm sure people who want to be involved in Pornhub can write essays, absolutely. But I think there might be, they're not doing themselves any favors asking for an essay.
Do you know what? It's funny. It's like when I watch porn and I see a girl just like getting a bukkake, I think to myself, that chick's probably a good writer.
Just a common
1,000 words about this.
A common Friday night bukkake viewing, right?
Yeah.
Just an everyday occurrence.
You just be like, who's daddy's a little scholarship?
Who's daddy's little scholarship?
I'll give you a scholarship.
That should be the title of this episode.
Yeah.
They've come under fire for the required video submission. Pornhub Vice President Corey Price is shocked that anyone would think that the required video is supposed to be pornographic in nature.
He's shocked that anybody would make the association between Pornhub and porn.
Yeah.
He's absolutely shocked because he doesn't live in the real world. He lives in a virtual world where Pornhub is just a business, but he's actually a respectable businessman.
He's just trying to give money to 18-year-old co-eds.
Come on. Listen, no, that's not what I meant. How could you think that? No, baby, come on. We care.
Also, $25,000, that's not going to get you any kind of fucking schooling.
Well, it's going to teach you how to be an electrician.
Maybe 1 year of it.
A plumber.
Yeah, a plumber. Actually, plumbers make good money.
Well, they're doing porn videos.
But I don't know if you need an education to really like find out how you can pay for that pizza, though.
No.
Extra sausage.
Yeah.
Extra sausage on the pizza. Did you ask for the extra sausage on the pizza?
I'm absolutely shocked.
No, I didn't actually. Well, here it is anyway. Boom! Mexican 19-inch sausage.
Yeah.
Chorizo.
He's putting his kids through school. Shut up.
Just like a boa constrictor shredding his skin.
Oh, dear.
All right, so the last fucking news
I'm enjoying this.
Is it's going to go from fucking news into twitastrophe. So
Brilliant.
we have conservative candidate. That's conservative for the Canadian government. So
just in case anybody thought it was a conservative.
Or America. I don't know.
Sure.
Jerry Bance has been forced to drop out of the electoral candidacy in Scarborough, Ontario, for a pretty odd reason. In 2012, he was caught on film peeing into a client's coffee mug during a house service call. Caught by the CBC's show Marketplace, which was operating a hidden camera operation to search for unethical contractors, they instead caught now former Conservative candidate Jerry Bance peeing into a homeowner's coffee mug before pouring the urine into the sink and rinsing the coffee cup out.
Okay, question number 1, why didn't he use the toilet?
Good question.
Right. Question number 2, he was obviously a contractor of some sort.
Was to fix the dishwasher.
Hang on a minute, he goes from dishwasher fixer to Conservative candidate.
I know, they picked him well.
In 3 years.
Yeah, in 3 years.
It's not like he owns the dishwashing company. He's there to service it or install it or something like that.
To get a clog out. That's all it was. They put a clog in. They send somebody in, and they wanted to see if everyone was going to charge the same amount, or if they were going to.
He was like, "Fuck! I need to go for a piss. I better just piss in this mug, throw it down the."
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I'm never running for the Conservative Party because I've pissed in a lot of fucking mugs.
That's what I was going to ask. Has anybody here pissed into a glass?
Oh fuck yeah! We do that every day in our house.
When you have a toilet, a perfectly working toilet.
Yeah, we have one toilet and 4 people. We have little beakers that sit by the toilet, and if somebody, this is how we live, right? If somebody,
this is how we live.
This is if mum or dad are on the toilet, right, and kids will just barge into the toilet. There's no privacy in our house. They'll go, "Dad, I need to go for a wee," and they'll just pick up the beaker, piss in the beaker, put it down, and we empty it once we've finished.
Well, obviously,
because it sounds really normal.
Well, there you go. So how fucking different is it?
Obviously, your children's political career is ruined.
I'm going to put that up there. Once they start standing for the Liberal Party, I'm going to say, "I know you don't. Look at this. You pissing in a cup when you were 4."
Yeah, you're.
Well, the difference is that he used the guy's coffee mug.
What did he say his name on it? Did he say my coffee mug?
Well, they were like, he was watching in the other room, the homeowner, and he's like, "That's the mug I use for coffee every single morning."
Okay, but did the guy know that?
Which guy?
Did the
he grabbed it out of the dish rack and then just pissed in it.
He didn't know it was his special cup.
Well, I mean, it's if someone came into your house and pissed in a mug and then just put it in the sink, would you want to then drink out of that mug later?
No.
Yeah, if you wash out of it.
That's not my point, though. My point is that you made it sound like it was his special mug with Tony's mug on it or something like that. And he did it
Tony's
on
mug,
purpose
don't piss in this,
Tony.
written on it.
Yeah, and he did it.
You know what? I mean, this is the thing. Like, I thought this guy actually pissed in somebody's coffee while he was drinking it. Then I'd be like, okay, you know what? That's pretty harsh. You know, like, I don't know. That would cost you a couple votes maybe. But, like, I mean, just because you pissed in a mug and then washed it after. Like, come on.
Okay, do you know what you should have done? You should have just gone straight over to the Liberal Party.
This is like, if you shat in somebody's soup.
You've got Justin Trudeau as leader. You could probably use me, right?
Well, what you brought up before, which is pretty funny, that 3 years ago he was working on dishwashers, and then this has been known that he got caught pissing into a cup, and they still were like, sure, yeah, go ahead. They didn't vet him at all.
That's ridiculous.
There's a second guy that I didn't really bring him up too much, but he also was forced to step down from the candidacy in another riding because he would put videos on YouTube prank calling people and pretending to have Down syndrome.
Oh, that's good.
He would just call people and do like a Down syndrome voice,
right?
Which is very fun to do, but you can't do it apparently. And
well, not on social media.
Not if you want to run for government. I guess.
No, exactly. Okay, running for government, doing prank calls where you pretend to be a Down syndrome person. Don't go together.
Yeah,
there's an impasse there. The two won't join together. It's not like Lego or anything.
So this is how it turns into Twitastrophe. I went online and I found some of the best jokes that I could find on Twitter using the hashtag Pgate, which is blowing up on Twitter. So I found the top three. Jeremy Brown says, "Let he who has not peed into a stranger's coffee cup while at work be the one who casts the first stone."
I think that's a very good point. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Justin Beach.
I thought you meant Justin Bieber then. Anyway,
Justin Bieber says, very little because he has very little to say. Justin Beach, according to new election rules, any blank ballots that smell even vaguely of ammonia will be counted towards the Conservative Party.
Too wordy. Should have said piss.
Yeah, I know, right? Shannon McCarney on Twitter. We worked so hard for you and you don't even have time for toilets.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's shit.
That is shit. No, it's piss.
Oh. I like the first one best. That was good.
Yeah, that was the best one. There's
politics.
You know what's funny? I wanted to find a good one, but Raffi, you know Raffi?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Of course.
He's beluga in the deep blue sea.
He's been tweeting like crazy
What about ISIS?
Pgate, but he just didn't have any good ones to say.
Why would Raffi try and ruin his career by posting about Pgate?
You know what's actually crazy is he's been posting so much anti-conservative, pro-voting, and pro, I don't know what he's pro, but he's been posting so much that people are now becoming so aware of that they're posting articles about how Raffi is actually the most involved person on Twitter with the Canadian election.
Really?
Raffi, yeah.
Raffi.
Just because he loves piss.
I'm going to go home and burn all of his fucking CDs and books.
CDs,
of which we have a
they'd
few.
be records.
No, the CDs. We've got them. I'm going to churn them all out.
You know what you should do? You should piss on them first.
What's I'm going to do? I'm going to put a picture of me pissing with my 18.5-inch dick on Raffi's CDs and then set fire to them because all I drink is tequila, right? Yeah. And then put it on social media.
Your 19-inch dick.
And say it's fat people's fault.
Does everybody know who Raffi is? Do you think out there is that a Canadian thing only?
No, well,
like our listeners.
He did a song called Baby Beluga. He does kiddie songs.
Yeah, kiddie songs. I grew up with that shit on a record, actually.
Yeah. My kids grew up with that.
You piss on it with your fucking 19-inch dick, or as you call it, your baby beluga.
Yeah.
Hashtag Raffi piss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag Raffi piss.
Yeah.
This is what I think of Raffi. And I'm going to CC. The Conservative Party on it. See what they have to say about it.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not nearly as bad as the time a member of the Liberal Party just, defecated on my cornflakes.
Well, remember
that was piss poor.
Yeah, that was piss poor, that joke. He still got my vote. Do you know why? Because I'm not a monster.
All right, well, that's it for Twitastrophe and the fucking news.
That is a double whammy of endings.
It's been quite hilarious, this one, actually. Given the subjects that we dealt with, this has been quite
and again, if you have a funny tweet, please.
Oh, you just want to
please
tweet us. Bertram, let him know
tweet
that
us tweet us at the Dry Shave Show, and the 10th person who tweets us will be rewarded by me coming over to your place and pissing in your crockery.
Oh yeah, and by the way, just in case it isn't already evident, don't bother contacting me. I don't care.
Yeah, you could contact Ivan at he doesn't care.
I like you say the 10th person who retweets. The 10th person who retweets will be fictional.
Well, we do have thousands and thousands of followers, but they're so mysterious and quiet.
Well, they live in Nebraska, and none of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. We do have we're in the 6 digits for listeners and for subscribers.
Well, that's
6
fantastic.
digits. It's huge.
Well, someone's listening to us, and for some reason that I don't understand, which is good enough for me. That's fine.
It's mostly.
If you enjoy the show, like usual, keep it to your fucking self.
Yeah, do that. Keep it to yourself. It's a good secret. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for listening. We do appreciate it. My name's Ivan Penaluna.
I'm Byron Bertram.
And I'm Matty Beef Curtains.
Okay, see you later.
And now for a Dry Shave Show Candid Moment.
Okay, this is a really crazy turn of events. Ivan can't be here. He went to England to take care of some business. I don't know what the hell business he's doing, but his cousin, actually, who's got a totally different political narrative than him, is here, and it'd be really interesting to get his point of view, because he grew up with Ivan, and Terry Right On Penaluna is his name, and he's here, and we're talking about the whole Syrian refugee situation here. Now, there's been a lot of questions asked, not answered, really. That's the problem. There hasn't been any answers about opening the doors, because it's just crazy shit's going on there. Kids are just showing up on the beach dead. It's terrible. It's like Europe is just like, we got to open our doors. We got to do things. Now, a lot of people are like, hey, we can't just open our doors blindly. Like, even if you feel sorry for like every homeless person on the street, you can't be humanitarian, let everybody in, because you don't know where they've been. You don't know what's going to happen. Like, there's got to be a bit of, the argument is there's got to be a bit of, hey man, let's see what's going on. Where are you from? Background checks and.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Byron, actually, because as I'm always saying to Ivan, right, it's, once I show you a picture of a dead kid on a beach, right, that's not the time to be asking fucking sober questions. That's the time for action, right? If you get a picture like that on your TV screen, you need to be opening your borders and letting everybody in as soon as possible. And the thing is, right, is that you don't, the time for asking for ID, who cares if it looks like a 50-year-old Bangladeshi man? He says he's a 12-year-old Syrian boy. Take his word for it, right? Because why would he lie? Right?
Well, because he wants to get into the country and take advantage of a horrible situation. Like you'd be like,
right, no, I'm sorry, mate, but only fascists think like that. I'm sorry, mate, and I'm sorry to be rude, but if you're asking questions like this, you're not on board with I don't know what's happened to you people, but where's your compassion? You need to start opening the borders straight away and letting everybody in, because, and this is the upside of this, right? Once these people come in, right, they change the voting demographic. They're going to vote for left-wing parties, and that plays well, right? Because we don't want right-wing people running our country anymore anyway. So what I'm saying is it's the right thing to do, Byron, and I don't think North Americans really understand this, because, there is the right thing, and anybody who isn't willing to do the right thing is a cunt.
No, but they could say that's fascist in a way of thinking, because that's what people who would oppose your argument, they would be like, look, you should have the right.
No,
it's not illegal. Look, it's not illegal to be an asshole. It shouldn't be. You should have a right to freedom of speech and religion for sure. But letting your borders open just to anybody without any background checks or whatever, or just being like, okay, it's going to take a toll economically on your resources and all that kind of stuff, and you don't know who you're letting in. I mean, there's one thing to be compassionate to actual legitimate refugees, but if people might be jihadists, or they might just be people trying to suck the tit of the state, then there's a bit of an argument there. When you say,
listen, the tit of the state is there to be sucked. Let me tell you that, right? That's number one. And if there are some terrorists amongst these refugees, well, you know what? That's not really something that concerns me at the moment, because this is a political imperative, right? We've got to let these people
how does that not concern you?
Well, no, because I'm not bothered about that. That's the government's job to sort that out.
Well, fuck. What?
If there's terrorists in there, it's fucking government's problem. I don't care. It's all about.
Well, you don't care until all of a sudden you're on a bus and it blows up.
Well, I'll blame it on the government.
What if it's a left-wing government, and would you blame them?
No, I'd blame the last right-wing government before them.
But they weren't even in power when this happened.
It doesn't matter. They're at fault. They're the fucking fascists. Mate. You think that this sounds weird in Canada?
It's ridiculous,
but in Britain,
though.
This is an absolutely normal way of thinking.
I can't take you seriously. Are you fucking
this is
for
straight
real?
up, mate. If you get on a plane in Britain and get off, what I'm saying right now is normal, and you're the fascist.
Hey, look,
You're asking uncomfortable questions that don't need to be asked right now. Listen, I've shown you a picture of a dead little boy, and you need to just do the fucking right thing. We're doing the right thing, and you're getting in the way. That makes you a fascist, right? You're a right-winger. You don't want mass immigration. That's a problem, right? And anything that comes out of this is going to be a right-wing government's fault.
Fine, let everybody in your fucking house.
Okay, good. I'm glad we agree.
All right, this has been Terry right on Penaluna. Jesus.
Thanks very much, mate. If anybody, I'll be doing a whistle-stop tour of Canada and North America. We'll be putting our message out across the southern states of the US over the next few months, and hopefully we'll be getting a lot of traction on that. I've got a few bulletproof vests just in case it doesn't go well. But there you go. Anyway, thanks very much for having me. Cheers.
Yeah, okay. Enjoy your hemp and whatever.
The Dry Shave Show is a production of Leone Digital Podcast Network.